Hey guys, it's Sithlore. Wanted to talk about the mantra of healing, which is the third mantra that you receive. And as the name implies, it is a mantra that heals you. So it's got life regeneration of 310 life per second. So it's decent. In Inferno, honestly, that's not a lot. But any kind of life regeneration is always a good thing. So it lasts 3 minutes, just like all the other mantras does. But the additional buff that you get right after casting it is awful. So for 3 seconds right after activating, you get a shield that absorbs up to 900 damage. Like I said, in my opinion, this is completely pointless. When you have a character that has 50,000 or more, even 40,000 or more, the 1% or the 2% that it's absorbing isn't helping whatsoever. And so again, I think this is a completely useless additional buff that you receive. So let's take a look at the runes. The first rune is Sustenance. Heals you for 620 life per second, so double the initial, and the 620 is actually reasonable. Most melee characters are going to prefer life on hit rather than life regeneration, but it really depends on how much life on hit you can get compared to life regeneration. The combination of both, of course, is even better. So what you will find is that most melee characters that are trying to run life on hit, or a significant amount, are looking for about 2,000 life on hit. And they also normally have an attack speed of about 1.5 to 2. So let's go with the assumption of 1.5 just for simple math. So if you have life on hit of 2,000, assuming a proc chance of 1 and attack speed of 1.5, you're going to be healing yourself for about 3,000 per second. So although the 620 seems like a fairly big number compared to a lot of life on hit, it's still relatively small. The advantage that you get, of course, from life regeneration is it's effective in between battles, it's effective all the time, whereas life on hit, you have to be engaged in battle for this to be effective. Circular breathing, I think, is absolutely pointless. It's regenerating 3 spirit per second, so unless you are dealing with a very, very spirit intensive build, then again, I don't think this is very beneficial at all. Boon of Inspiration gives you that life on hit, but unfortunately it's not a lot of life on hit. So 186 life on hit is good, but you're going to have an attack speed of approximately 2 or more in order to have this outweigh the benefits of Sustenance. So even with an attack speed of 2, you would be dealing with 372 additional life plus the 310 compared to the additional 310 they get here. So even if you've got an attack speed of 2, I would recommend Sustenance over Boon of Inspiration, just as a result of the fact that Sustenance is going to work in between battles and things along that line. So Heavenly Body increases your vitality by 10%. Decent, but I still think the life regeneration is probably going to be more beneficial. I have quite a bit of life. I've got 58,000 life, but even the 10% vitality, it's going to increase my life by, of course, about 10%. And so by doing that, I'm going to gain an extra less than 6,000. So although 6,000 is quite a bit, is it really going to help me as much as something like Sustenance? The best rune, in my opinion, is Time in Need, because it's increasing your resistances by 20%, which is huge. So if you want to get more of an understanding of how beneficial this is going to be, take a look at my Warcry analysis on the Barbarian on my website, and essentially what it'll do is it'll help you to compare the this rune compared to the Mantra of Invasion Hard Target rune, which increases your armor by 20%. So in a nutshell, it's the same type of a formula for both of them. Armor is, of course, multiplied by 10. The one that you're going to want to utilize, which from the healing perspective, or sorry, from the damage mitigation perspective, the one that you're going to want is whatever you have a higher number of. So if your armor divided by 10, so knockoff of 0, is higher than your resistances, then you're going to want to use that. In most cases, if you've got a decent amount of resistances, especially if you're using one with everything, then Time of Need is going to be the rune choice that you're going to go with. So again, guys, Time of Need, in my opinion, is by far the strongest rune choice if you've got good resistances. If you're really lacking in life regeneration and you think that that's the most important, then Sustenance is the next best rune choice. I would do away with the other three. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for watching.